Charles Lindbergh, America's hero, the Lone Eagle. In 1927, he flew solo across the Atlantic, becoming a symbol of courage and hope. He married Anne Morrow, and together they sought a quiet life for their son. But even their secluded home couldn't keep out the darkness. One night, tragedy struck, changing their lives and the nation forever. March 1, 1932, a cold, windy night at Highfields, Nurse Betty Gow put Charles Jr. to bed, tucking him in as usual. Downstairs, Charles and Anne Lindbergh settled in for a quiet evening. The house was peaceful, until Betty checked the nursery at 10 p.m. The crib was empty. At first, confusion. Had Anne taken the baby? No. Panic set in. Charles Lindbergh rushed to the nursery. The window was open, a cold draft in the room, and a white envelope on the sill. Lindbergh ordered no one to touch anything. He grabbed a rifle and searched outside, but the night revealed nothing. The police arrived, headlights cutting through the darkness. They found muddy footprints, marks from a ladder, and the ladder itself, broken. Inside, the ransom note demanded $50,000 and warned not to contact police. But the authorities were already involved. News spread instantly. America's hero's child had been stolen from his crib. The nation was shocked, outraged, and afraid. If the Lindberghs weren't safe, who was? The kidnapping dominated headlines and radio broadcasts. It wasn't just a crime against a family, it felt like a crime against America. The search for the Lindbergh baby had begun. The Lindbergh kidnapping became the world's biggest story. The public was obsessed. Everyone had a theory. Everyone wanted to help. Charles Lindbergh decided to pay the ransom, hoping to save his son. Enter Dr. John Condon, Jaffe, who offered to act as a go-between. The kidnappers responded, arranging secret meetings in cemeteries. Condon met a mysterious man with a German accent, John, who provided the baby's sleeping suit as proof. On April 2nd, Condon handed over $50,000 in marked bills. In return, he received a note. The baby was supposedly safe on a boat called Nellie. Lindbergh searched by air. There was no boat, no child. The ransom was gone. The hope of a safe return vanished. The nation's heartbreak deepened. The investigation spiraled, with hoaxes and false leads everywhere. The Lindberghs waited, desperate, as days turned to weeks. The world watched, hoping for a miracle, but the miracle never came. The case was about to take a darker turn. 2 months after the kidnapping, a truck driver found a child's body in the woods near the Lindbergh home. It was Charles Jr., dead from a skull fracture, likely killed the night he was taken. The case shifted from kidnapping to murder. The only clues, the ransom money and the homemade ladder. Wood expert Arthur Kohler traced the ladder's wood to a Bronx lumber yard. The ransom bills, mostly gold certificates, were tracked by serial numbers. For 2 years, nothing, until a gas station attendant in Manhattan received a $10 gold certificate. He wrote down the car's license plate. The bill was flagged. It was Lindbergh ransom money. The car belonged to Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a German immigrant carpenter. Police searched his garage and found nearly $15,000 of the ransom money. Hauptmann's handwriting matched the ransom notes. The ladder wood matched a missing floorboard in his attic. The evidence was overwhelming. Hauptmann was arrested and charged with murder. The public finally had a suspect. The nation's anger and grief focused on one man. The trial would become a spectacle. But would it bring closure? Hauptmann's trial began in January 1935, a media circus, the trial of the century. The prosecution presented the ransom money, handwriting analysis, and the ladder wood as evidence. Dr. Condon identified Hauptmann as the man he met. Lindbergh said he recognized Hauptmann's voice. Hauptmann claimed innocence, blaming a dead associate, Isidore Fish. The jury found him guilty. The sentence: death. Hauptmann refused to confess, insisting he was innocent to the end. He was executed in April 1936. For many, justice was served. The case was closed. But doubts lingered. Was the evidence truly airtight? Hauptmann's widow spent her life trying to clear his name. Some believe he was a scapegoat, a victim of anti-German sentiment and public pressure. Theories of conspiracy and injustice persist. The Lindbergh case remains shrouded in mystery and controversy. Even with a verdict, the full truth may never be known. The nation's greatest tragedy left questions that still haunt us. The story of the Lindbergh baby endures, a symbol of lost innocence, and a reminder that some mysteries are never truly solved.